Hello everybody, today I'm going to be giving you a tour of my model airport. Any of my subscribers watching this will know that I've been gone for quite a while, haven't uploaded a video for about a year and a half. No particular reason, to be honest. I continued the hobby. I've kept on working on the airport, as I'll show you. But I don't know, just sort of the YouTube thing fell off. Don't expect it to pick back up, I'm afraid. I just kind of did want to give you an update as to where the airport's at. I think last time it was still very much bare bones and a lot of things have changed, which I'm very excited to show you. So starting here with this United 757, just holding short, you can see one of the big changes I've made. I'll lift you up here, and that is just with the grass. So before, I'll give you a quick overview. This is how the airport's looking. I'll go through it in detail. But before, I sort of used this sort of, it was a grass mat, I think, and I cut it up. But now I've used more of a powder, and I'm much happier with the effect. I've also added these small, wait, actually, if I come around here, I can give you a better idea. I've added these small signs with taxiway numbers on them, so that aircraft actually know where they're going, of course. I've given the whole airport a bit of a pimp up, bit of weathering in the tarmac. And then that sort of brings me around here to the terminal building. Now, I believe this main terminal was always completed, but since then I've added lighting. So I come back over here, this is the battery pack. You see, there it is off. This was quite a mission to do. I had to do a bit of surgery on the buildings, but I'm super happy with the effect. It gives this a lovely sort of glow, and it's especially effective with the lights off. I think I'm going to continue to add lighting to airport because it's something that makes a huge effect, I think, on the whole airport, really. Coming over here, you see the stream that has since been continued all the way to the back, and again, I've changed it from before when I used the grass mats. It didn't look amazing, to be honest, but I'm much happier with how it is now. Over here, the wide body gates, I don't think they've changed too much since I last did them. Just a pretty special plane here, the Air India 777-300. This is actually Aviation 18's. Bought it off him when he was selling that. So yeah, it's one of my favorites. I always, when he's selling off his collection, I always wanted to buy one of the planes at least, because he's a big inspiration for me to start making this. And yeah, that was always one of my favorites in his videos, so I'm super gassed to have that. Continuing back, not a lot's changed down here, but again, just a bit of an overall spruce up, because I left the airport alone for probably about 6 months before I started working on it again, which is, you know, it's always natural with a hobby. You sort of leave it and come back to it. And I came back and sort of repainted a lot of the parts, just to sort of freshen them up. I think it needed it, really. Coming back here, have the multi-story car park. That's a pretty new addition, actually, but it sort of is starting to fill out the area behind the airport quite nicely, because that was always quite bare, and I think it really let the airport down, because I put in all this effort at the front where the planes are, just for it to be let down by a pretty lackluster parking lot. So yeah, super happy to have that. Now it sort of gives a real effect, especially when you're low down, sort of peering over the top. So it gives you some nice shots. Over here, I think this part of the terminal is new. But yeah, it's just nice to finish off the terminal, to be honest, because there's always this small gap. And it's just nice to have the whole baseboard complete, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with the whole airport at the moment. The one area I'm not happy with is here, the fuel tanks that literally just sat on there, because it's the last area I need to do. But I'm gonna leave that for another time, because well, yeah, and I need to scrape up this grass as well, because that's also letting the side down. But that'll come with time, you know. No need to rush it, and I'm just sort of enjoying the process. Also, since the last update, picked up a couple of these JC Wings dual jet bridges. They're not particularly accurate for Edinburgh, which, sorry, I should have mentioned, is the airport I'm basing this on. But you know, because Edinburgh, it has those sort of like the covered jetways, more like this one here, but just they're just so beautiful. The glass jetways, they're so nice, but they are very expensive and also quite rare. I found I haven't seen any of the single ones come up for sale anywhere, and it's a shame because eventually I'd love to have them everywhere. You see, I have the other one of the set. You come in sets of 2 on this Emirates 777, but I think eventually, if all of the jetways were those ones, I think it'd look incredible. But as I say, the single ones especially are very hard to come by. So for now, you know, I'll slowly swap them out as they come. But this is what we got. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much everything. I've just put some of my favourite aircraft out here. Nothing really too accurate for the Edinburgh traffic. So you know, couldn't really do an airport update. But yeah, I hope you get some inspiration from this, and yeah, see you again soon. Thanks for watching.